Hi everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to a commentary video where I show all of my warm-up sets of this workout. And if you're listening to just the podcast, you can see the full workout that I'm talking about in or on YouTube or BitChute, one of the two. But I'll be talking about the workout a little bit and then kind of diving into how training's been going in general and maybe some other stuff if I have some time. But with these snatches I was doing, so a strategy I'm trying to use to maintain my ability to use the hook grip effectively is to do the first rep with a hook grip and then to throw the straps on. I won't do this every workout, but workouts like this where I just have a lot of snatch reps off the ground, it'll be something I'll be able to employ in order to keep the feel of the hook grip, because it isn't really something I need to have like grip strength to be able to do, but it's more of just a technical feel to maintain. And yeah, definitely want to be able to do that, because that was a problem I had before the Juggernaut. It was just I had to strap way too frequently to maintain my hook grip ability. But this workout went really well. I only had one miss at 100 with my 5 sets of 4, which was brutal to do. Then had some front squats, some clean pull complex stuff, and I think that was about it. But not really that focused on this particular workout. It's just a lot of volume to do. And Juggernaut, I think, programmed it to be 95 kilos for all my sets and reps, but I bumped it up to 100 just because it seemed like a better number to do. But the most recent video on the channel, if you're watching this on YouTube or BitChute, was the 160 block clean that I did. With that workout, it was just block cleans that I had, but I pushed it up because it felt good and felt pretty confident I was able to go up to what would be a PR, which I believe that 160 was. So I was able to do that, and it's obviously always good to hit a PR if you're able to. But as far as training in general, the reason I went back to Juggernaut was just because I've been going too heavy too frequently in the classical lifts, and my left shoulder has just been kind of achy and not really locking out very well. I've been able to get under weights pretty effectively, but I just keep not necessarily pressing out with my left arm, but it's just kind of unstable. So what nice to me with the Juggernaut system is workouts like this where you're just doing a lot of reps, but also just things like the accessory work, which you'll see at the end. So things I'm focusing on that, and I'll try to get better at posting some of that randomly, because there are some interesting things I'm trying to do is to work on those shoulder imbalances. Some of them are pretty straightforward, just kind of pressing stuff, but some stuff with like the cables, machines, and stuff like that. Just trying to work on the shoulders and the back and the upper back and stuff like that, and triceps, everything that will kind of help stabilize that area, just to really balance out. Because what really happens this is just there's little tweaks over time and imbalances just get built up. So it's just something to focus on with that. And that's probably the best part of the Juggernaut systems, is they kind of make you do a lot of volume, and they have the accessories kind of programmed in there, so you at least have to consciously not do them. You don't just randomly not do them when you don't want to, but you're just crossing them off. You need your own programming. You kind of just randomly do, at least for me, I just randomly do accessories. With that, it's kind of on there in a more logical way. But as far as training in general has been pretty good. Pretty much the only reason I went back to Juggernaut was just to keep myself from going as heavy all the time, and just to do a little bit more volume. It wasn't anything particularly going wrong in my training, but just kind of ready for a change with that, and just to get back to it to see if I can have some more success with it, because honestly I always had pretty decent success. I just don't think I adjusted things as well as I would need to, such as like having that hook grip rep and then straps, or pushing exercises more, and then doing things like today where I was supposed to have a pretty big workout with snatches, clean and jerks, clean pulls, and front squats, but after I did snatches, I pushed them up more than I probably should have, and it wasn't anything particularly wrong with it. I missed a couple reps, but it was just because it was too heavy with the hang snatches that I did, but I was too tired after and just didn't have the motivation, so push some stuff back to the next day and maybe take out exercises and just kind of like adjust things as you would in a normal program. Even though it's supposed to be an AI system, it's things change on a daily basis, whether it could be sleep or stress or food or any number of things. It's important to be able to make those adjustments and push when you feel good, but also realize that if you do a heavy clean the previous day, things might not go well the next day or as well as you would like. And for me, you're always trying to push to hit good numbers or new PRs and stuff like that, and that's not always possible. But as long as you're taking good cracks at it and trying not to be too much of an idiot, then training usually goes pretty well. For just training, like I mentioned in general, like I said, it's going pretty well. Big thing I need to focus on outside of training is just nutrition. I've been struggling to eat enough, and I've lost some weight So I'm just trying to at least maintain my weight, but eat enough to where I'm recovering everything. And as I get towards summer break, definitely be able to sleep a lot more and figure out what I'm going to be doing for next school year and all of that good stuff. But nothing to really talk about on that front as of now. Everything's pretty straightforward on the school front. Just wrapping up, the last day for me is going to be, I think, the 2nd of June, but then students are like the previous week, a little bit before that. And I have to figure out that, but there's like field day and stuff tomorrow. So a lot of that kind of stuff to look forward to. But I'm really glad that the school year is getting to an end. It's been a very weird year and a very kind of bad year in terms of the COVID stuff and having to wear masks and do distance learning and dealing with all of that kind of shenanigans. So hopefully, as the world gets moving along, we get back to more of a normal life, because wearing masks and all that kind of stuff is idiotic at the very least, and a big stressor for a lot of people around, not just me. It's not really that bad for me, but for a lot of the students that I'm around, it's definitely a stressor and a overall net negative for what they go through. But that's it for now. Probably try to make another commentary later this week if I have another larger workout and I have the time to edit it. That's kind of the big thing, is got to find the time to edit things, because like yesterday my computer decided to update itself, so I couldn't get it edited yesterday. So I had to push that back a little bit, but it's really about it. Talk to you all in the next commentary. Hopefully you enjoyed this little update and this little black screen at the end, because I ran out of clips to show. But that's it for now. Talk to you all later. Peace.